The year was 1993, and the 8th-ranked Florida Gator football team was coming off of a 44-6 win over Arkansas State to open up the season. Next up for the Orange and Blue, a road trip to Kentucky, a game that many thought would be another easy win for the Gators. Little did anybody know at the time that this game would go down as one of the great comebacks in Gator history.
A beautiful night for football, and we're happy to have you with us. Wherever you might be listening in the Sunshine State, settle back and enjoy another exciting Saturday of Florida Gator football.
Gator fans found themselves on the edge of their seat for most of the night. The offensive precision from the previous week didn't make its way to the Bluegrass State. Between Dean and Werfel, they threw 7 interceptions.
And I don't really ever remember there being any sort of panic or any sense that we weren't going to still be able to pull it out despite the 7 turnovers.
With just a minute and 23 seconds left in the fourth quarter, Kentucky seemed to seal the Gators' fate when they kicked a 25-yard field goal, taking the lead 20-17. The Gators had just 90 seconds to save their season. Florida was on Kentucky's 28-yard line with 13 seconds to play, but it was one incompletion that actually helped the Orange and Blue.
Danny threw it, and I almost made a great one-handed catch on the ball, but the ironic thing would have been that the clock probably would have run out had I caught the ball there, so fortunately I wasn't able to make the catch.
The Gators faced a 3rd down and 10 with just 8 seconds left to play.
10, 28-yard line. Werfel dropping back to throw, pumps and fires the ball over the middle. It's Doering! It's Doering! Got a touchdown! Doering's got a touchdown! Oh, man! Doering's got a touchdown! The Gators have taken the lead! Unbelievable! Chris Doering's got a touchdown!
I remember everything happening so quickly and how quiet the stadium got, and then being stuck on the bottom of a pile of multiple 300-pound men. It was pretty scary there for a minute, but it was surreal.
Well, the sideline was certainly going crazy. There was no question about it because there wasn't much time left.
The catch made a huge mark on more than one career.
'93 was sort of my baptism into Florida football, throwing the winning touchdown to Chris Doering, and then the floodgates opened. The exposure, the attention, the wins, that was an incredible experience to kick it off.
It was ironic because, again, I went from being one of these anonymous players to walking across campus. I'm picking up the alligator and reading stories about myself, the people talking about me. So I go into one of my classes, and one of the professors starts telling a story about Chris Doering and what admiration he has for the obstacles that he's overcome and this and that going on, and little did he know I was actually sitting in his class as he's talking about me. So I think that was a perfect example of the anonymity that I held up to that point in time. My own professor didn't even realize I was in his class.
While the catch may have validated Doering's place at Florida, the guy who threw it to him would eventually have 2 much more prestigious titles in front of his name.
While I'm very proud to have been one of his receivers, obviously he was a well-noted Heisman Trophy winner, the thing that I'm more proud of is the fact that we've been friends for over 20 years, and this is a guy that's as dedicated and committed and walking the walk as anybody I've ever been around.
Werfel went to lead the Gators to SEC championships. He won the Heisman Trophy and National Championship in 1996, and in December 2013 will be inducted into the College Football Hall of Fame. For Doering, he went on to set the record for most touchdown catches in Florida and SEC history.
I had such a great bookend of milestone events. You know, that's the first game I ever caught a touchdown pass in. I catch touchdown number 1 and touchdown number 2. Number 2 is the game winner there against Kentucky. Fast forward to 1995, my last game here in the Swamp against the Seminoles. We're undefeated, a chance to potentially play for a national title. And on senior day, I catch the record-breaking touchdown, you know, to give me the all-time SEC touchdown reception records.
20 years ago, Danny Werfel, Chris Doering, and the rest of the Florida Gator football team traveled to Lexington to take on Kentucky. Little did they know the impact that day, that game, and that moment would have on their lives, their future, and the Florida football program. For Gator Zone, I'm Chelsea Gates.